I'm standing downtown in Main Street, Stanley, North Dakota, about to visit everybody's favorite coin dealer, Skip. Let's go in and see what he's up to today. So here we are, we're in the entryway, about to visit Skip in his coin shop, the Prairie Trader here in Stanley, North Dakota. And there he is.
Oh, Josh.
Hello, Skip. How you doing?
I am just really good.
Great. Well, that's good. That's great. So I thought I'm passing through on my way to Williston, North Dakota to watch my son in a track meet. It starts the outdoor track season in North Dakota now. But I definitely wanted to make sure I stopped and saw Skip, who's on the way. So Skip, I thought we could talk about some interesting things today. Maybe talk about how current events are affecting metal prices. And I know you have a couple of coin shows coming up here that we can talk about too, that a lot of people might be interested in, and maybe they can stop by and check those out. So how should we start? What do you want to start with? Current events?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
That's why they call them current events.
Absolutely. So in your mind, with everything that's going on in the world, and I'll let you talk specifics, how is that impacting metals? Because obviously metals are on a bull run right now.
Right.
Both gold and silver
So
are
if you're
up.
listening to the news at all, and they're playing the Senate, House, they're playing back and forth, Trump. So they're all kind of getting themselves in a position to be on board to raise the debt limit. And the theory, or not the theory, but behind all of that is they need to do that, or we're going to get in a bind, not have enough money to pay our bills. So this is and not that I'm unhappy with the current events, what they're trying to do, but this is indicative of how hard it is to do, which means we're going to have more debt. We're going to have more interest. Interest rates are not coming down. Buy some metals, people. I mean, seriously, you don't have to have tons and tons of it, but geez, have some, and put a little bit of money into it. And if you're sitting on cash for some reason, you're way better off with some gold than you are just cash. That's my opinion. And silver, and all the things that are going on with electronics, and they're talking about so much expansion of AI and everything that happens there. All that needs silver, and all that needs gold.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously, it's bull market for metals. I have been on board, but recent events and putting it all together have made me more bullish than I've been in a long time. I hope that I'm not wrong, and I don't think that I am, but I'm just telling you my opinion.
Yep.
So, anyway.
I feel 100% the same way, and I'm glad you touched on the AI and the need for metals too, because I don't think that's something a lot of people think about or even realize. And we have seen, we're in a bull market. I don't think you can argue that in precious metals. Right. So gold is set over a dozen all-time highs just this year alone. Silver continues to follow about the same percentage-wise, so we haven't really seen much of a shift in the gold to silver ratio because they're both gaining similar percentages. So do you see, with everything you just talked about, that maybe one will outperform the other? What's your opinion on that? Maybe let's just say the next year. What, in your opinion, is going to be, let's say, the better metal? Or do you think they're going to be kind of on par with each other like they've been?
I'm not smart enough to have an opinion on whether gold is going to be better or silver is going to be better. And I don't think there's anybody ever been born that is.
Okay, that's fair.
They
that's
both
fair.
have a life of their own. You can try and outguess it all you want, but...
So your gut doesn't tell you one over the other?
No, I've always preached both.
Yep.
That's always been my mantra, is both.
Yeah, and that's definitely a good strategy because, as I said, over the last, we could even go 15 months, maybe even a little longer, gold and silver have essentially had
You get a good picture of that one,
identical gains. Yeah, that's a really nice tombstone.
Yeah, hammered
finish made by Scottsdale Mint,
yeah,
right? Yep.
Scottsdale, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 1 ounce gold. Yep. So, but yeah, you couldn't have went wrong if you invested in the last, year to year and a half, whether you bought gold or silver. You really truly had similar gains. Even though gold gets all the attention right now in the news, they're both similarly valued or increased in value based on gains. Tell me about this thing here. I'm looking at this. So what the heck is that?
One of my friends / customers that comes in the shop all the time decided I needed that. He had found it somewhere, and it's an alarm clock. It's not gold. Everybody kind of, oh, that's a lot of gold. It's not gold. It has a gold finish to it.
Yep.
But it's an alarm clock, and it works. And it's fairly old. You can see the dial or the arms on it have that. It's like the radioactive glow finish
like
stuff on it. Yeah,
like the uranium.
that one that they used to do on stuff. But it's kind of a cool piece. It's not for sale. Don't everybody get excited.
I was just going to ask.
No,
I brought cash today.
No, it is not for sale. It's worth its weight in gold almost as a conversation piece.
There you go.
So
yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I noticed you got a lot of inventory that you're working on. You got a lot going on in here. So what's coming up for you?
So we have a show this next weekend, the 5th and 6th of April in Bismarck, North Dakota, at the Eagles. It's an excellent show. Quite a few dealers there. A lot of activity. It's busy both days. It's very well attended. It's one of the better shows in the state for all generations. We have young people, middle-aged, older folks. Everybody seems to show up, and there's a lot of interest down there. So I think the club down there is doing a good job, and the community is more into it maybe. The Boy Scouts down there have gotten involved with their coin badge, you know. So it's a good show. They get a lot of traffic. We do a lot of business.
Great.
So it's great. It's a busy couple days. The weekend after that, going to Glendive, Montana. It's maybe one of the smallest coin shows in the Midwest. Okay, and it's Sunday only, 10 to 3. But it's a nice access for people from eastern Montana, Wyoming to come up, South Dakota to come up, southwestern North Dakota to come over. And so we get some folks there. But like I say, there are very few dealers there. But it's the meeting of the faithful, so to speak, right?
Sure. See a lot of the same faces year over year?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So what kind of things are you going to bring to the coin show? I mean, you can't bring it all, obviously. Skip carries a lot of inventory, lots of different things here. But I know you can't bring it all. What are you going to try to focus on to bring to the coin shows?
Okay, so a lot of the stuff that you see in this center case, you know, the gold and the coppers and the sovereign silver and the generic silver, you know, all of that stuff comes along. You know, the 1 ounce super girls coming, you know, and some slabs. We have a lot of slabs in the back that are coming along. A $500 bill will let. These 4 ounce rounds are going to come. We always bring birth year sets, proof sets.
Yep, yeah, that's a good seller. Skips is the go-to guy, probably in the state of North Dakota. For sure, maybe even Montana, to get proven mint set, or proof sets, I should say. He does a great job on stocking all years for everybody's needs.
We try to. I was just filling in this morning. I had some holes in my inventory, and so trying to get filled in a little bit. But yeah, we always sell some proof sets everywhere we go. They take up a little bit of space. You can see on the end of the table, but. But it's okay. We'll probably take these limited edition sets with us. I got a grab box I'm working on this morning, which is going to be super duper cheap, and it's innovation sets and proof quarter sets and presidential dollar sets.
Nice.
Proof. Okay.
Yeah,
I have an excess of inventory. They're kind of slow sellers, so I'm going to generate some money and make some friends.
Great.
So
Pass along the savings, right?
Yep, and I don't think I want to tell you on the air what I'm going to sell them for because it's too cheap. Then everybody's going to want to buy them before I get to the show.
Well, that'd be an okay problem to have, wouldn't
No,
it?
I want my show customers to have a deal.
Absolutely. So come to the show in Bismarck, North Dakota. That's
Exactly.
April 5 and 6, right?
Yep.
That's a Saturday, Sunday, Bismarck Eagles Club. I'm going to be down there one of the 2 days, chatting with everybody, visiting and doing some shopping. I've yet to decide which day, but I'll either be there Saturday or Sunday.
Here's one of our favorites.
Oh, you got a lot in there. American Silver Eagles.
All right.
Yep.
So all years, these are year tags. They're in my direction so I can see them. But
Yep.
and that's what all these are, is dated, carded, dated eagles for people to put together their sets, and again birth years and whatever. People buy them for lots of different reasons. I like American Eagles. I think they're a neat coin.
Me too.
And we
Yep.
sell a fair amount of them, you know.
Yep, and you do a great job stocking all years. Do you still do Dansco albums that you fill?
Yeah,
And sell
yeah.
complete albums as well?
I sold 2 of them last week.
Yeah, see?
So
Yeah, you're, I think of anybody in our state, you've sold the most of those to my knowledge. Dansco albums filled with eagles.
well, because I have the time to sit down and fill the album. You have to buy the empty album, and then you have to have the inventory to go
Exactly.
through. And you know,
And that's not easy. I mean, I found that out.
No.
I have customers coming in, oh, do you have a 2007 Silver Eagle? Well, oftentimes I'll look, no, I don't. I have 2006, 2008, every other year, but for some reason the ones they're looking for I don't have. So Skip does a good job of making sure he can satisfy those needs for everybody.
Some years are very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting how it's played out over the years. You start to notice certain years are just tough to find.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
always working on a Canadian set, okay, of the silver maple leaves. Super difficult. They're not expensive. They're just like hen's teeth. They're hard to find.
Absolutely.
I
Yep.
have the empty albums, but to find the coins to fill them, it's difficult.
Can be. Yep.
So that we're going to take that. We'll take. We've got a lot of slab dollars. I've got a lot of, carded up early halves, early quarters.
So you're going to bring a good
Barbers.
variety, numismatics and bullion.
Yep.
Yep.
I
Those-
always bring a lot of numismatic stuff. I don't know.
Coin shows are a good place to sell that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You
But
know,
we do some flea markets, and we do okay with numismatics even there.
mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just do what you got to do, I guess.
It's good to know we still have true coin collectors out there
We do.
that want to buy numismatics. So,
Yeah.
Skip, any parting words?
Buy silver, buy gold.
That's great advice. We can't stress it enough. Whether or not you buy it from Skip or myself, we don't care. We just want the public
Buy it from
to
somebody.
own
Seriously,
some.
do yourself a favor and buy it from somebody.
Yeah, we believe in today's day and age, it's more critical and more important than ever that you own some precious metal. So just make sure you vet who you're buying from if you don't buy from Skip or I. But yeah, I think it's just really important, and we want everybody to have the ability to own precious metals. So thank you, Skip, for your time.
Yeah.
It's always fun visiting the shop and checking out what's new.
Thanks for stopping by.
Anytime.
Highlight of the day.
Absolutely. The day's pretty young, though. It's early, so.
Yeah, it's still, I bet, the highlight of the day.
All right, Skip, I appreciate you like always. Thanks so much.